haven't seen from me. You guys have seen the positive side. I like to be transparent with you guys, so you guys will see some ranting today, I will say. But let's get into the first topic. I want to cover this amazing, and yes, it is amazing, ongoing rap beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. The rap industry, the music industry, has been waiting for a diss track era again. I know, I've been waiting, a lot of people have been waiting. This is fucking intense, excuse my language. It's currently 11 p.m. On Sunday. I don't know the exact date. It's May 5th. Drake just dropped another diss track. I just listened to it. We're going to get into this because I think, unpopular opinion, he has Kendrick beat. So if you haven't been following, Drake and Kendrick have been trading diss tracks. I'm just gonna give you like a little backstory. It's Future and Metro Boomin dropped an album. In my opinion, it was meant to be a hit album on Drake. They got like 5 or 6 artists to hit on Drake. Not hit on Drake, but send shots at Drake. But he only really targeted Kendrick and The Weeknd a little bit. I guess Drake's team fed Kendrick false info on him having an alleged hidden daughter and him being a, how do I say this without getting in trouble on YouTube? I can't really, I guess I gotta say the word, him being a pedo. Now, Kendrick took that, did not fact check it, released it on a diss track. The album Drake dropped tonight, he's laughing at him saying, I got you dead right. Drake took shots at Kendrick's, he's like a woman beater. Apparently he beat his wife, or his girlfriend, but also apparently Drake's, or Kendrick's best friend. Not 100%, but I heard someone say it was Kendrick's best friend impregnated Kendrick's wife, so they have a kid together. And Drake is just, in the last diss track, it's the Heart Part 6 or something like that. I think this might be the finisher. I don't, because Kendrick's dropped 2 tracks. We found out both of them there's a lot of false stuff in there because Drake's team's been ambushing them. It's pretty crazy. Now, do I think this is over? No, it's not over. But I think this is everyone saying Kendrick's winning, Kendrick's winning, Kendrick's winning. No, man. Drake has this dead right now. I'm very interested to see how Kendrick responds. My girl and I, we spent Saturday night smoking and listening to the diss tracks in order. And the difference between Drake and Kendrick's tracks is Drake's tracks are hits as diss tracks, as you can play them in the clubs. One of Kendrick's songs are diss tracks. I just don't agree with people throwing out pedo allegations so freely in today's day and age. And it's not a shot at Kendrick. I just find a lot of people throw around those allegations like lightly, and that is one of the allegations that if you are called a pedo, there's no coming back from that, and rightfully so. But you can't really throw that word around, and in my opinion, if someone does throw that word around, they should get fucking sued off their ass. Like, I don't think you can just throw that around, man. But let me know if any of you guys are following this kind of like beef going on. I'm not even paying attention to Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin is just kind of fucking. He's just really annoying, isn't he? He's like, instead of hopping on a track like Dr. Dre did back in the day, he just posts Twitter memes, and it's like, man, shut the fuck up on Twitter and hop on a track like Dr. Dre would have. If you're real about this shit, and keep in mind, Metro Boomin started it. He basically got everybody who Drake has beef with together to create this album because he hated Drake so much. I don't agree with him just going on Twitter and talking shit, man. Hop on a track. No one wants to see you tweeting and deleting, as Drake says. Hop on a fucking track, man. Like, talk your shit on a song. Don't be tweeting or commenting on fucking posts on Instagram, man. Man up. That's always kind of been my reaction. Future's kind of backed off a bit. The Weeknd hasn't really responded to Drake. But I just kind of find it funny how everyone's just like riding Kendrick. I'm like, dude, I am not a Drake fan. You can ask anybody. I don't like his music, but he's winning this, in my opinion. In my opinion, he's winning it right now. Now I want to go on to a different topic. Let me sit back. Let's go on to the topic of Vancouver, Canada. If you are not aware, or if you're not from here, we have it bad right now. Like bad. It's bad in this fucking city, man. It's crazy. Like, I've talked about it in yesterday's video. Our carbon tax is, like, my buddies have GTRs. I'm part of like all my buddies I kind of met throughout kind of just car stuff. They got R8s, i8s, GTRs, Hellcats, Shelbys. They got Hellcat Red Eyes. One of them has a Demon. One of them has one of these sexy beasts right here. A Trackhawk, which, in my opinion, are super sexy. Now, they've had to take their insurance off the cars because the gas right now is, I think premium right now is $2.60 or $2.70 a gallon. Oh, it's not right now, but it got up there at one point. And they're going through $400 to $600 a week in gas easily. And the government's response is, if you can't afford these cars, don't drive them. Well, my response to you idiots is, they can afford the cars, they just can't afford your guys' unrealistic gas prices, and that's the difference. They cannot afford it because it's unrealistic. So you can't really blame them. You blame Trudeau. That's the issue. But also Trudeau, under Trudeau, these housing prices are insane. If you're not aware, in Houston, you can get a house for like, I think your down payment can be like 10 grand or 15 grand. I saw somewhere. In Vancouver, I want you to listen to this. Just listen to this. We have, so in the heart of the city, you can get a shack in Vancouver for $2.2 million a shack. I just don't see Trudeau winning. I feel like the Conservatives will then. Poilievre, whatever his name is. I like him. But if I buy here, right now in Trudeau's market, when I go to sell, it'll be Poilievre's market, which he's talking about. His main thing is dropping the housing. So I'll actually lose a ton of money. It's just not worth it right now. So, and that's not the only thing. That's two things going on in Vancouver. That's not it. We get our taxes here are like, I think it's 18%. We get taxed 18%. When I look at my bill from work, like my paycheck from work, and I see how much they took off the taxes, it is the most infuriating thing ever. But it's not only that, it's because the taxpayers' money with Trudeau, he's so corrupt and he's so stupid that it's not going back in the city all the time. If you ask, almost anybody I ask, they're all against him at this point. Even people who used to be on his side, they all hate him. And I don't want to get too much into politics, but if you look at Vancouver as a city, it's Vancouver's it's Canada's nicest city. Why? Why is it so hard to live here? And why are you putting more effort into Toronto and Montreal that it's livable, but you don't really care about Vancouver? That it's a beautiful city. It's one of your biggest cities. Money-wise, it brings some of the most money. But you don't want to help the people out who live there who have issues. It's crazy. I'm trying to start a second, and this is where I'm gonna get into the next subject. I'm trying to start a second channel of reacting because I feel like I have a good personality for it. I'm a very reactionary person. I react in funny ways. So I'm trying to save up for a second channel, but I have to get a MacBook. I have to get a monitor, a keyboard, and I never have had any of those. So then I have to teach myself how to edit that stuff, how to film, how to use. I believe it's like Adobe, or no, OBS. I think it's OBS or StreamYard. I'll have to learn how to use those and teach myself. I'm not really technical advanced, I guess you could say. But pocketing $600 a month, or €800 a month, it's pretty hard, man. So I had to do a little bit of rant there. But yes, as I said before, I will be starting a new channel. I don't know when it's gonna be, when I'll get all my gear. I'm hoping it'll be started by August. But I also have a goal. Basically, I've set this goal today. I want to be able to buy my Hellcat, not just any Hellcat. I've been saving. I want a red-eye jailbreak Hellcat, and I think it cost $160,000. I'm also looking at starting my own business one day, so it's not like it's out of the picture to have a car like that. Everybody around me in real life knows that with my dreams and my aspirations, I'm a very hard worker. Spending that much on a car before owning property isn't an issue because they know once Poilievre is in charge, if he does, then I'll go after a property and work my ass off for it. So it's usually my girl, but mainly usually your girlfriend's parents would be like, why would you spend that much on a car before you have a property? They've been around me long enough to know that I like to think I'm kind of entrepreneurial in the sense where I like to try stuff. I'm not scared to try stuff. But yeah, so anyone out there saying, why would you spend $180K on a car before you even own a property? That's why. It's always been a goal of mine. It's always been a goal. I want the premium Hellcat. I'm a car guy. It's this Banani car guy. basically, I was at the street races on Friday and Saturday with my buddies and my girl. I just wanna say straight up, if you own an Infinity, man, those things can drift. I underestimated those cars. Those things are good drifters, man. But what happened there was an Infinity doing its donuts. It goes to come out of a donut and smack. Sorry, that was a little bit loud. Right. He didn't just hit any car. If you know cars, you know what I'm talking about this. He hit a Mercedes AMG Roadster. I was like, oh, fuck. That's not it, though. He crashed. There's like 400 or 500 people at these straight races. All of like 400 people go over and start rushing the crash, taking videos. It's a massive circle. The guy's girlfriend in the car is like this. He's like 19. She's probably like 19 or 18. She's like, oh my god, she doesn't know what to do. Like, can you imagine getting in a car accident? You got 400 people surrounding the accident, taking pictures and videos of it, man. I felt for that kid, I'm not gonna lie. But then, there was a 18-year-old kid, DUI. It's OWI in other places. Drunk, driving, doing donuts. Cop comes, catches him. My issue is with the crowd. Everyone in the crowd's yelling, run, 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 run. The kid does not have a license plate cover. If you don't know, there's license plate covers you can get in the car community where you press a button in your car, press a button, and it drops down the license, drops down a cover over the license plate so you can run from the cops, drift, or whatever. And this kid doesn't have one of those. He's 18 drunk, or whatever. And everyone in the crowd is yelling, run, 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 run from the cops. Well, this kid takes the car, and he put it in park after the cop got him. Puts it in drive, goes to drive away, and the cop just fucking T-bones him. And I was like, whoa. If you know cars, it was an M4. The kid was in his dad's M4. I was like, damn, man, because M4s, I'm a Hellcat guy, but man, M4s are pretty sexy. And I was like, damn, dude, just fucking damn. and I have a couple of shorts with like 4K views, $60. So this isn't really a money making thing for me, which my friends seem to think it is. They always are super interested. I said, you don't start YouTube for money. That's not a good reason to get into YouTube. Just get into it because you like making videos and do something you love. I love ASMR. I've been watching it since I was like 10. It's helped me a lot in my life. I want to get that clear. I'm not here for money, man. If I was here for money, I wouldn't be doing ASMR. Let's be honest, I would probably be doing streaming. But I can't force myself to do something I don't like just for money. That's just how I am. If I make money other ways. Like I said, I'm looking. My buddy started a business. I got shares in that business. And any money I see from that business, I just reinvest it into their business because I believe in them. They're my buddies. I have to believe in them. But for people to just, even around me, I was kind of pissed at my friends assuming I'm making so much money. I said, no, like $60 in total. Right now, it's not that much, but I do it for more than money. Doing these videos, it calms me down before bed. I used to always smoke weed before bed, but my doctor told me I need to find another way to calm myself before bed, and I tried making videos like this, and it worked, man. I'm telling you, it fucking works. You'll see in some videos I'll be tapping on something, I'll do this basically like that, because it's calming me down, and it works. I love doing videos. That's why I do it every day, man, because I need it. Like the other night, I didn't make a video. I didn't fall asleep till 5 a.m. The next day I did a video. I fell asleep at 12 p.m. Or 12 a.m., sorry. So for people assuming it's money driven, it's not, man. It's not. And, like, I guarantee you don't make serious money on YouTube doing ASMR unless you're like JoJo, Raffy Taffy, ASMR Zeitgeist. Like, I don't really even know how much I get paid per view. I don't know my CPM. I don't really, like I said, once I start doing my reaction channel, because I'll do that for fun, but I also want to grow and use that to make some money. I'm very transparent with you guys. That one will be to further. It won't be to make money though. I want a source to further my future company, and that will be that, but also because I love reacting to videos. I react to stuff, and my buddies, or my girlfriend, or my girlfriend's parents, or my parents will film me reacting to stuff. Like, they'll show me stuff just for me to react. That channel isn't just gonna be for money though. It's gonna be like a fun channel that me and my buddies and my girlfriend can sit down and watch on Saturday nights and just watch me react and have some fun. So yes, that will be fun. I see a lot of people like I'm not gonna name any names, but they like beg for money. Not beg, but they ask. I don't want to be that guy. If you do want to send money, the PayPal is in my YouTube. I don't expect it. I think I've had like one donation this whole time, and I really appreciated it, and it went straight back into the channel to buy some new triggers. That's what it is. I reinvest into this channel, and from my own money. I don't expect y'all to help me get a camera. I use my phone right now. I'm saving up for a camera. That's for this channel. It'll be for my other one. This channel is very calming for me though. And then the last thing I want to talk about is sports. There's so much stuff, drama, awesomeness, that's a word, going on in sports. Let's hit the UFC first. We got Conor McGregor, Chandler, announced for June. You know I'm going to be booking off the day off because I'm starting a new job soon. I'll be working 4 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. You know, and I'll have to work work Saturdays at 4 a.m. So you know Saturday's gonna get booked off, man, for that fight. I'm not missing that fight. And if you're watching this channel, if you're new, I separate McGregor athlete from McGregor the person. McGregor the person, he's not the nicest human. I mean, let's all admit that. He's not the nicest. But then we got, earlier in June, we got Dustin Poirier versus Islam, and the card is Paulo Costa, and Sean Strickland. So that's gonna be a good undercard, or like co-main events. Sorry about that, everybody. My phone just died. I had to recharge it. Anyway, I was talking about before the UFC and stuff like that. But we got Conor McGregor. I find it hilarious that, Conor just rips a bunch of lines of cocaine and goes on rants on Twitter. It's, he's on coke when he goes on those heavy rants on Twitter. But lately, he was just buddies with Sean O'Malley and Ryan Garcia. And I love Conor McGregor, but I'm gonna out him for this. He went on a big rant on Sean O'Malley and Ryan Garcia because Garcia was caught using steroids in the Haney boxing match. And apparently O'Malley tested positive for it back in the day. But this stuff is stuff that your body produces, so even if it's caught in your system, it's not necessarily a steroid. Or Garcia's was, though. He had a lot of it in his body. But Conor's like, if you use steroids, you're a piece of shit. Those of you who don't know, Conor broke his ankle. He exited the UFC steroid testing program because to heal his ankle faster, he had to get on human growth hormones, anabolic steroids, and other stuff. And what did he do twice a day while he was using steroids to heal his leg? He was working out twice a day. At one point got over 200 pounds. Now, he's 5'9". If you're 5'8" or 5'9", whatever he is, and you hit well over 200 pounds, you're a big boy. You're a big boy. And Conor, and so two of my buddies are on steroids. I'm not gonna lie to you. When they hit steroids, and they're juicing, and they do a cycle, the neck, the cheeks, the traps, and your shoulders get big. They get fucking big, because that's the three main spots of steroids. So the steroids where hit your shoulders, traps, and your neck, and your cheeks a little bit too. Conor got big. Definitely on steroids. It's no secret. Everybody kind of knows that. But for Conor to call out Garcia and Sean O'Malley's not even involved, man. I don't believe he was on steroids at that time, but let's just say him going at Garcia was very, very hypocritical of him. I just don't agree with it personally. So I find that kind of crazy. Another thing happening in sports right now, we got, actually, I will say I want Garcia to rematch Tank. That's one thing I want to see. And did anybody, if you're into fighting, see Garcia go at Oscar De La Hoya? I'm not gonna explain it because he's kind of gonna. It's a long fucking story, but Oscar De La Hoya, I'll be here for another half an hour. But another thing going on in sports right now, we got the NHL playoffs. As you know, I'm a Nashville fan. I got the Titans, the Grizzlies, the Predators. I have connections to the vice president of the Predators and the Titans. My mom is friends with them. So I've always been a fan of those teams. So yeah, the Predators are out. But not only that, I'm from Vancouver, Canada. We played the Vancouver Canucks and we lost. I knew it was coming, and I'm good with it, 100%. I got chirped unmercifully, and I fucking loved every second of it. I'm not gonna lie. I like having fun with people. It's fun. I love you all, man. We're both hurting right now. I think the Leafs will be trading Marner this offseason, though. I just got a feeling Marner's done when Leafs is done. It's ball game. It's game over for Marner. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get Tavares out. That wouldn't really shock me if they tried to get Tavares out. But I'm actually proud of the Leafs. I think they're doing better. A lot of people, like everybody in Vancouver, hates the Leafs. I don't. I want to see them do well. They're a Canadian team. I want to see them do well. It's that simple. Because it's easy math. In Canada, when Canadian teams are doing good in the playoffs, there's more parties. If you're young like me, nothing beats watching a hockey game in Canada cheering for a Canadian team in the playoffs. It's a fucking scene. Like, it's a lot of fun. And then Vegas is out as well. And I'm sorry if you're a Stars fan, but I hate the fucking Stars, man. I hate the fucking Stars. Because they are Nashville's, like, direct rival. So I'm not a huge fucking Stars fan. But we got Edmonton versus Vancouver now. Edmonton versus Vancouver it's going to be a showdown. Big time showdown. There's gonna be parties. I'm excited to watch it. I'm very excited. Then there's the Rangers in Carolina. I don't know who the Stars are playing. The Stars are playing Colorado, which they're gonna get ran through, but Colorado is gonna run through those fuckers, man, in my opinion. But my prediction for the Western my prediction for the finals would be, I'm gonna go New York versus Colorado. That's what I'm gonna do. Colorado versus New York. That's gonna be my guess. The last topic I want to ramble about is a very important one, near and dear to me. It's mental health. My girlfriend suffers from she battles with it heavily. And I have a big issue with companies requiring a certain amount of hours, and it's a large amount of hours, just to get coverage for mental health. I've stood by my girlfriend and watched her battle mental health for fucking ever. She can't work 5 days a week. She starts at 6 a.m. I'll be at work. Because when I started my new job, right, but in my old job I used to get off at 6, so I would get home, and she'd be crying. She's like, I can't go to work, I'm melting down, like just pulling her eyes out. And then she has to go on a mental health leave, and her work says, yeah, we're not gonna give you coverage because you haven't reached the hours that you need to reach to have mental health coverage. It's fucking absurd, man. It's absurd. The strongest person, if they go through mental health, they won't hit those hours, in my opinion. I just don't feel like it's properly dealt with still in today's day and age. And then she goes to a psychiatrist once a month in counseling, and she's been to 9 different psychiatrists. I don't feel like psychiatrists are very good. I feel like we need better psychiatrists, but she's seen him like the last year. He has not tested her medication, tested the levels. He's not prescribed or anything. She has to drive an hour and a half to him to just tell him what's going on. And he stares at her, like her boobs. Like the one time she had a little bit of cleavage on, I remember driving her. And the whole time home, she's staring at him. He to me, like, actually, I'm not gonna say anything because I just don't want to make allegations. I'm not that type of guy, but there's enough going on in society to treat mental health. I feel like it's one of the most important things to deal with. It is a disease, and like for my girlfriend to be at that job and just to not have coverage, and then she has to go to the government to ask for coverage, and the government's like, no. It's just, it's not right, man. It is not fucking right. And that is why currently I have beef with the government. I don't respect them. I don't like them. I don't respect anything they do. I could be here all fucking day talking about these guys, but it's just not good to always think about negative things. But that's just my opinion, man. That's just my opinion. I'm allowed to have my opinion. I don't agree with them, but I think I covered absolutely everything in this video. This video should be like 30 to 40 minutes long. And you guys wanted a long whisper ramble. So here it is for you guys. Before I leave, I'm just gonna make sure that like I spoke on everything I wanted to kind of speak on. Oh yeah, sports-wise, I don't watch basketball. I don't watch baseball, but I do watch football in the NFL. And man, like, if you don't know, my girlfriend's family are all Seahawks fans. I'm a Titans fan. So when we lost last year and the Christmas Eve game to the Seahawks, it was so sad. But luckily, I guess you could say luckily, my girlfriend and I broke up around that time. So I didn't have to get fucking obliterated by the family. But her whole family are Canucks fans, and the first 5 people that text me after the Canucks and Predators game were her family. But the Seahawks in the draft, I feel like the Seahawks did pretty good in their draft. I'm happy with the guy the Titans drafted. And speaking of the Titans, we signed our offseason. I am so fucking stoked for our offseason. Our offseason is amazing. We did really good, man. Really, really, really good. And like, speaking of offseason, the Predators, let's go back to them for a second, man. We got an amazing GM in Barry Trotz and Andrew Burnett as amazing coach. This is going to be a huge offseason for the Predators. I think we'll see McDonough get traded. Barry Trotz is kind of like I just kind of feel there's gonna be a lot of moves done. I don't think, but like I told my girlfriend's dad, I've watched the Predators get a first round exit 6 years or 5 years, whatever it's been. They never really put up a fight and battled, and they didn't really look like they wanted it 100%. That changed this year. Something changed this year. They battled. They wanted it. And they laid their hearts out there. That's why, for everybody saying, oh, another Predators first round loss. It's different though. It's different. I watched those boys out there. Those boys were hustling. They wanted it. They wanted it badly. But that being said, I think I've hit everything on the dot. We covered the rap beef, the cars and everything like that. Yeah, I think we covered absolutely everything. But for that being said, I'm just gonna cough 1 second. I will mute the video, I promise. There we go. I just had to press the button. There's a button on the microphone and it mutes it. Anyway, I told you the things coming from the channel for the other. Oh, speaking of that, I have said there was gonna be another channel where it covers a day in life of me and my buddies. That channel is not happening. Unfortunately, my buddy doesn't want to be on camera. He feels like he can't be on camera. And I don't really sleep with sweet dreams.